What's going on, YouTube? This time I'm coming at you here late on a Thursday evening here in Thief Falls, Minnesota. I've been watching because since I'm on disability, I don't really work anymore, so got a lot of free time on my hands. I've been watching some old YouTube videos, trying to catch up on my watch later list, and seeing everybody's mail days that I've missed out on in the past. Made me feel like doing one. I've gotten some cards in recently. So I thought I'd show them off. Just a couple real cheap eBay pickups, and then couple of care packages and a in-person pickup. So just going to start off with that. First off here, this was $3 on eBay. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm just look from time to time and seeing this for $3. I don't even know who the guy is. I couldn't pass it up for the price though. Amari Daniel, Bowman Chrome rookie autograph. This is 14th round 2022. So yeah, who knows if he'll ever make it, but nice to have. Next, I picked up a few cards for the PC of Matt Strom that I have going on. I know I've mentioned it a few times in the past. He's from West Fargo, plays for the Phillies. When I lived in Fargo, I worked with his aunt, and I picked up a few cards here. So, quick story before I show those off. At the end of July, my dad and I went down to Minneapolis. We were going to catch game one of their 3-game series, the Twin Series against the Phillies. So we went down there. We were going down there Sunday. Game one was on Monday. Spent Sunday with my dad's brother, my uncle, and his wife, my aunt. And then we were going to go to the game on Monday. And I messaged Matt's aunt and told her we were going to be at the game. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, there's a group of us coming down from Fargo to watch the series." And then later she texted me and she goes, "Now don't get your hopes up, but I might be able to talk the family into letting you come in early to meet Matt when we go in early," because I'd given her a card a couple years ago to give him the next time she saw him, and she said, "And if we can get you in with us, you can give the card to him yourself." So my dad and I went down there super early on the off chance that this would happen. It didn't end up happening. She didn't end up getting there until after the gates had opened. We were sitting, waiting, for either her to show up or for the gates to open over by the doors to the press box. And as we're sitting there, this large group of people start coming through, start showing up there as well. Now, Matt's got a show on YouTube and it airs on local or regional sports networks called The Card Life that he hosts. And because they've been guests on the show, I recognized his dad and his brother, but was not able to work up the courage to say anything to them. And of course, thinking back on it now, my dad had a friend growing up in Minneapolis that is now a Twins team photographer, and I could have, made a trade telling them, "Hey, I could get you guys a professionally done family photo if you guys let me come in with you to meet Matt." But, oh well. Que sera, sera. But anyway, so then we get into the game. I'd let Matt know through Twitter where I was sitting in case, we were sitting down the left field line, which the visitor side of the field. So in case he was out there shading fly balls or playing catch before the game. And so we went into the game, and literally the second we walked, or the minute at least, anyway, we walked through the gate, it started pouring out. So they're like, "Well, lightning's possible, so stay in the concourse." So we did that for a while. I did see Matt's aunt that I knew when she came in, and got to talk to her for a couple minutes. Finally, the rain stopped. we walked around the stadium, which we were sitting on the other side of the stadium from where we went in. We walked all the way around, walked down to our seats. About 10 minutes later, it started raining again. Told everybody, go back to the concourse. So we did that. We waited again. And then they announced a start time of 8:40 for the game. And by that point, we were planning on driving up to my aunt and uncle's lake cabin, which was about a 2-hour drive from Minneapolis away. And my dad really didn't want to make that drive at almost midnight, which would have been, after the end of the game and by the time we got to the car. And so, and my hip, I mentioned in my last video that I fractured it back in March. And with all the walking we'd done, all the standing in the concourse we'd done, I was hurting pretty bad, so I agreed, and we just ended up leaving instead of staying for the game. But anyway, so after all that, I'm just going to show these cards off. I got a couple of these because just in case I met Matt, I wanted to get, or I was going to bring them with to have signed, and I did have them with to get signed in case I met him. Anyway, the first one is from 2023 Topps Now. Phillies club advances to NLCS for a second consecutive season, and that's Matt hugging. I'm guessing that's JT Realmuto, right there in the middle of the picture. So that would have been cool to get signed. And a couple of cards from 2024 I got cheap. I think I bought them off of that Collects app that I use, and I still had a few dollars in credit to use up. Black foil parallel. I thought these looked cool, so that's why I grabbed them. And then the purple parallel. Then the last mat I picked up was a 23 Heritage card. You can't really tell, obviously, looking at this through video, and it doesn't say anything on the back about it. But this is, it was listed as the flipstock parallel, so the ones where it's rough on the front and smooth on the back, unlike the regular Heritage. And so it was cheap down to buy it now. I figured for the price it was, I'd take a chance. So I picked it up, and when I got it, I felt it, and yeah, it's definitely the flipstock parallel. So that was pretty cool. Next, a couple of a couple care packages I got in. I'm part of a group on Facebook called the Super Collectors United. So, people that have big PC collections of different players. And then I got this out of the blue from a subgroup of that called the SCU Birthday Club, where it's a Excel spreadsheet of everybody that's part of that club, that what their birthday date is, their address, and then who they PC. And I got this out of the blue in August because even though my birthday's in January, so yeah, like I said, it's kind of out of the blue. From one of the guys on the group called Kevin Paulson. I like the letterhead he's got on here. It says, Carpe Diem, I think I seized the wrong damn day. I hope this finds you well. Sorry I missed your actual birthday, but I've recently moved and I'm just now getting organized to find things. Go Twins. Best of luck, maybe. Kevin Paulson, SCU Birthday Club. The big card that he sent me was either an in-person or TTM autograph of Twins part-time starter, or mostly reliever Royce Smith. Was part of the 91 World Series team on a 91 score. I did not have that, so I was happy to add that to my collection. The next few cards I got here are from Brad 8671. He did a box of 2003 Finest Baseball on YouTube a few months ago, and it turns out the Twins that he pulled, I did not have any of them, or any of the Twins team set from that year. So I asked him about it. He said he sent them to me. So I got the three base cards in the set, and then I'm only missing the Bo Kemp rookie autograph that was part of the team set. So anyway, here's a note he sent. Hey, Micah, I hope your hip and knee start to feel better. Enjoy the cards. And then Brad 8671, Brad Smith. So he sent me the 3 base cards. Torrey Hunter, which is one of my favorite modern, or fairly modern Twins. Doug Minkiewicz. And then AJ Przinsky. And then he threw this in that I was not expecting. It's from 07, I believe. Yeah, 07. Topps co-signers, a tri-signers triple autograph card of Justin Morneau, Francisco Liriano, and Matt Garza. Of course, Liriano is currently the most recent Twin to throw a no-hitter. I think he walked like 6 guys in that game that he pitched the no-hitter in. Last thing I've got here is from my buddy Eddie, who lives in the Fargo-Moorhead area. He works for a battery company down there, and mostly is a warehouse / desk guy, but occasionally he'll fill in for truck drivers that deliver the batteries, and he substituted in for the driver that comes up here to Thief River Falls to deliver at one of the stores at the farm supply store here in town. And when he came up, he had a package for me, stack of cards. Most of the base and stuff, parallels are put away. It was a really nice package, though. But I did keep these out from 2000. I don't know what year this is, 2016, maybe 17. Bowman Chrome, the Arizona Fall League All-Star cards. Autograph card of Nick Gordon. And I'll cover up the price sticker he's got on it, 64 out of 150. So that was pretty cool to get from him. And then this, he also had, he was in Alexandria, Minnesota, which is about an hour west of Minneapolis. I'd drive through it on the interstate when I'd go down to the cities. When he was down there, and he was in an antique shop down there, a flea market shop, something like that. And he happened to bump into Twins television play-by-play man, or former Twins television play-by-play man, Dick Bramer, who retired at the end of last season, I think it was. Eddie handed him one of his business cards, told Dick about me, and then got this: to Micah, best wishes, Dick Bramer. So that's pretty cool. Him, get to see him still every once in a while when he, like what I said, when he delivers batteries up here. So yeah, that is it, guys. I'm expecting something next week that I'll show off then, and at that point I might actually have a different angle of the apartment to do that in. My parents are coming over this weekend, and we're gonna do some rearranging. Like, I've got a recliner right here behind me. The TV's over in this corner, but the wall that my desk is on is pretty much, the suggested place in the apartment where you have your television. Like, down here's the cable outlet. And then I've got a couch way against the back wall of the apartment. So if I feel like laying down on the couch and watching TV, the TV is about 20 or so feet away. So rearranging so that the couch is closer. So the desk might be on that back wall instead. But yeah, that is it, guys. I've got my Christmas trip booked to go to Arizona to see the folks, even though they haven't even left for Arizona themselves yet. They're leaving in a few weeks. And so I'll be down there from December 19th until my birthday on January 2nd. So it'll be the first time, since they go to the South every year for the winter, it'll be the first time in a few years that I've actually seen them on my birthday. Also, the guys that organize the card shows, the big card shows down in Arizona, just announced recently that their annual spring training spectacular that they have at the Phoenix Convention Center is going to be March 21st through the 23rd. So I'm going to book my spring training trip around that weekend. So yeah, otherwise, the card shop that I go to when I'm in Arizona, Hot Corner Sports Cards in Mesa, which is about a mile from my parents. They recently posted, I found out that Twins relief pitcher Corey Funderburk has been a regular customer at their card shop for years, and so who knows, maybe I'll be able to add his autograph to my collection as well this year, if luck is on my side for once. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you stuck around, if you listened to all my rambling, I appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll talk to you the next time I got something. Later.